It's a short shot. The source now. Taking over the game, put it on padlock. With a better roster, six is a plate of lobster. Let them niggas hate, but will never stop us. It's a short shot. The source now. Taking over the game, put it on padlock. With a better roster, six is a plate of lobster. Let them niggas hate, but revenge will never stop us. Kill the cancer, you can call me a sick assassin. Cut the chains, you can call me LeBron James. Make a decision, but you never had me in derision. Changing the vision, but more them that cause division. Real, never in submission like I need permission. Niggas steady telling lies like a politician. Nigga need to cool it down, but we the new edition. Yes. Yeah, the name is the source. Check the reinvention. Real. You think we not prepared for the fallout? Watch us stack this information.
Yo. Source in the building. Peaceful and blessing Shabbats to you all. We'll let a couple of people jump on here, man. As you all can see, the topic of discussion, breaking news, the source recap, the racist teacher in Oklahoma. Right? So we're going to be going over the incident that took place in Oklahoma City dealing with a 5th grade teacher. And I want to get some commentary from the source and the rest of you brothers and sisters as we share this video that was broadcast on the Advise show. Shout out to Phil. Brother's doing an excellent job. The brother got like 1.5 million subscribers. The video right now sitting about 35,000 people that seen the video. And shout out to Elder Zabak, who was very influential in regards to helping bringing this information to the forefront. This incident actually happened to a close brother of mine, and we're just going to talk about it, play some of the videos so you all can see, also get some close-up shots on the incident itself, because I don't believe that was made part of the original video, the original interview that we did. So we want to bring you some insight on what took place here in Oklahoma. All right. So I want to introduce the source, the board, right? Got some of the board on SUC in the building. Shout out to the Source Debate League champion, the Scholastic Bully Joshua. Talk to us, family.
7 gang, Scholastic Bully, we back in here. SUC, we holding it down, as you can see. So we back again, man. Review this content and, come to our channel for good content and come out and subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button, by the way, and show us support and love. We're going to continue to feed y'all with what y'all need, man. 7 gang.
That's right, man. We got the middleweight champion, Team Heretic in the building. Talk to us, family.
Yeah, man, what it do, man? You already know, man, who it is, man. King Self Heretic TV. Check out the show tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Team Heretic? What's up to the SUC, man? So what's up or shut up? You see what I'm saying? But this is a great topic. I'm going to give y'all my insight on it and what I think we should do. And I think everybody would agree and everybody would like it, but I would hope that everybody will be on their toes and will be able to think fast when this type of stuff happen. When it's my turn to say my explanation, I hope that the people hear it and they understand it. So I'm gonna let that go with that. And
that's right.
Get on here to the topic.
That's right, man. We got the Michael Buffer of the Source Debate League, the meticulous monster in the building. Craig, what's going on? Talk to us, family.
Yo, what's good, man? It's Craig, CRAIG, that's me. I'm here for the topic to see what's going on. And for people just coming in who are late to the topic, I will be a pretty good example on how to react when you respond. So I'm ready for the topic and discussion. I'm ready to bring it down. Let's go.
That's right, man. We got the founder of the source in the building, right? General Yashar in the building. Tanks on the ground. Talk to us, family.
Shalom, shalom, family. Tanks on the ground. General Yashar. Listen, this is the Source Debate League.
That's right.
We looking for some debaters, family. You know, I mean, we're not looking, but we welcoming all debaters. You know, if you got some information and you're not scared to go live and present your information, PowerPoint style, come check us out. Come have a conversation with us. And if you like how we building, you like what we doing, you like how we structure things, come check us out. Come stick around. Come be a part of the source. You know, at the end of the day, we're in building stage and we looking to start our season, you know, sometime next year. So with that being said, let's get into this information. This is very powerful. I already checked the interview out. And like I say, there's some information that needs to be out, understood, and we need to react. You understand what I'm saying? And another thing is very important. We got to start being very active and proactive within our children's lives, not just in home, not just in, you know, punishment or things like that, or even just having fun. We got to have a balance, right? And I'm talking to myself as well. So at the end of the day, we got to get it together as parents so that we can make sure our future is bright. And I'm talking about our children. Shalom, loved ones.
That's right, family. Yeah, man. So we want to review this information. We want to review this interview, man, again, to raise the awareness of this incident. So, you know, hopefully this thing gonna go viral. Like I said, it's already over 30,000, 35,000 plus views on the brother's channel. Go over there and support the Brother Advise show. Go over there and support that brother. He's always being you know, willing to give a helping hand to the community and always talking about the issues that plague us as a people. And whether King Seth like it or not, he acknowledges that we are the true children of Israel. Right?
Are you talking to me? Did you say I not as y'all or
No,
black
no,
people?
no, 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 no. The brother who did the interview for us.
Oh yeah, he do. Oh my bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he
So
do. He does. He's a good brother. I listened to him. I'm subscribed to his channel before I even knew he blew up like that.
yeah. So we want to go into this video, and like I said, I want to share some more some photographs. We want to zoom in. We want to take a look at this, and I want to know, get some feedback from you brothers and sisters, man. We want to know what your thoughts is this something that we're overreacting on? Is this something that we're blowing out of proportion? Is this an act of racism? We want you all's feedback, man. So like the brother said, like and subscribe, share the video. Go to your Facebook right now and share the link. Join us on the Source Debate League on Facebook and subscribe to Source
And
Debate
Heretic
League on
TV,
YouTube.
man. Heretic TV, man. YouTube 2:30 on Saturdays.
That's right. It's
That's
going
right.
down. It's going down. Right. So without any further ado, man, Joshua, man, let's take a look at this video. We're gonna look at the first opening parts of it, and we're gonna get into the actual homework assignment that was given. Then we're gonna dialogue about that. So play the first 5 minutes or so of that video, Joshua, if you don't mind. You're on mute, brother. Joshua, are you there? Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you, man. You might have to just go and do it yourself. Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. Uh, so the brother said, give him a moment, give him a moment.
All
So
right, hold on.
we're waiting for him.
I can pull it up.
Okay, yeah,
Where it's at? It's in the source admin, right?
yeah. Let me go ahead and make sure of that real quick.
I'm already in it.
You got the video?
Hold on. No, no, no. Let me see. I'm scrolling up.
No, it should be there. It should be reposted just now.
Okay, bet. I can go back down. Since you did it. Yeah. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me start it over because I was watching it earlier. All right. Let me stream your.
All right, man. Y'all ready?
I
Yeah,
already got it. Sure.
My bad, man. My work
Is
phone.
my screen sharing now?
yeah.
Hey, let me go ahead and do it. If
Putting in the work out there in these evil.
Yeah, what was that, Joshua?
so I can go ahead and do it. It might be better sound if y'all.
Yeah. Go ahead and do it, man. Appreciate that, King Seth.
Y'all can't hear nothing on my TV on my thing.
No, we're gonna let him do it because it's not. You was kind of choppy a little bit.
Oh, because I'm hearing it clear over here. I guess unshare my screen, huh?
Yeah.
Unless y'all want to see if it plays. Is it playing good?
I
No,
got it
It's
up
still
now. Hey, but keep it up just in case.
is it still choppy?
I don't hear it.
no. Joshua's screen is up. Your screen is in the back chat.
Y'all ready? Hey, man, we can't have no dead space, man.
Yeah, go ahead, Joshua. Hit the play.
Yeah, go ahead, Joshua. Let me get up out here.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So today, we got, some guests. Now, I know you remember the brother, the elder priest of Bar from the
Blow your
house of
screen up, Joshua.
He correct me, of course. He always got to correct me on some things that I am with names, the southern accent at times, right? But let me go ahead and bring everyone in because they want to share some things with y'all. The brother was on here, a while ago, putting in the work out there in these evil streets of Babylon. That they constantly preaching in. So, priest, what's going on, brother?
Shalom. Priest Sabak, HOI to the Chariots fly. All praises to the Most High Yahweh Shai. Let my brothers introduce themselves.
Yeah, all praise to the Most High, man. My name is Jeremiah, House of Redeemed Servant located out of Oklahoma City. And we have an incident that took place in Oklahoma City with this brother's daughter at their middle school, elementary school. And what took place is a homework assignment was given. And in this homework assignment, a video was attached to the homework assignment.
Okay, this is your child's work. Yeah. Click on this right here. Okay.
Hi guys, it's Mrs. Hardy. I'm going to be giving you directions today for what to do with this circle thing that I made for you. And this is part of review and getting ready for a CFA on what you know about the 3 regions of the colonies And yeah, so this is part of your review, and we will be taking a grade on it. So up here, this says do this first. I kind of was writing out directions on how to do the actual cutting and gluing, and I forgot to tell you what the task was. So in each of these sections of the circle, you're going to draw and color and label small images to show what you have learned about each colonial region. And you want to focus on how they are different, okay? So we have the New England colonies, the middle colonies, and the southern colonies. After you draw, color, and label this, you're going to cut the circle, and then you are also going to cut on this dotted line. Only on this dotted line. I don't want you to cut on these other 3 lines. After you do that, you're going to fold, and then you're going to glue. You're going to put some glue here with a glue stick, and you're going to take this and glue it over here. So I have one from last year. I've labeled it a little bit different. I have my southern colonies here and my New England colonies here, but this is what it kind of looks like. Okay, so my southern colonies, I've got some slaves, I've got cash shops, I've got the middle colonies and some notes about it, and then I've got the New England colonies. And after you cut out on that dotted line, you're going to fold so that it can fold easily. Okay, and then put your glue here, and then you glue it on top, and it makes a 3D sort of a stand-up diorama.
Okay, pause the video real quick, Joshua. All right, so everybody, I want you to look. The New England colonies. Do you see how much stuff she has drawn in that particular section? Right? If you notice, this woman said, this is an example that I made. So she, this white teacher, made this. Okay. So now look at the middle colony. Look how much stuff she has drawn in the middle colonies. And in the southern colonies, the only thing she has on there is slaves, white clouds, and a sun. Is that the only thing that happened in the South? Is that the only thing of any importance that went on in the South, that they had slaves? We have to take this thing in consideration, family. There was a thought process that went into this. Now, before I move any further, for you brothers that have not watched this video, is there anything up to this point that you see that is offensive in any way? I'm going to start with you, King Seth.
Yeah, I mean, I see basically the woman, what she made was her point of view, their point of view. And when I say their point of view, you know what I'm talking about. Their point of view of what it was. And like I say, once he come back to me and I can get my full response on how I would respond to this, then I will elaborate, but I'm gonna let him get to somebody else.
Okay, cool.
But yes, it is offensive though. If I didn't answer cool. Yes, I see a lot.
Joshua, are you there?
Yeah.
Is there anything up to this point that you see that is offensive?
The offensive part is she magnifies slavery. And also, just a quick point on that, is this is all our children learn about on their history in school. So this is why they don't aspire to be much more than anything that we've been doing in society, because we're reminded that we start off as slaves. We're really nothing, and we don't have a history. So that's one of the big takeaways from this. And also, like you said, everything on the bottom portion, New England portion, it has a lot of material and different things.
Right.
Soil, fish and seafood, shipbuilding, wood products. You can see there. She even elaborated on that. wanted religious freedoms. And the funny thing about this is all of these colonies had slaves. So I don't understand her point.
Yeah.
For her to kind of single out. It's just a lot of stuff going wrong here. But I'll pass the mic on this one.
Right. So, okay. So let me deal with Outside the Cube real quick. This man got like 97 posts over here. All right. So he says what, first thing he says is, don't Hebrews pride yourself on being slaves according to Deuteronomy 28? I wouldn't say we pride ourselves. That is one identification mark for our identity. So I wouldn't say pride ourselves. But what you have to do Outside the Cube is you have to be patient and allow this thing to unfold so you can actually understand what's going on before you add your commentary. What else do you have to say here? He says,
can I respond to what Outside the Cube said? It ain't got nothing to do with what he said. Outside the Cube, you are #1 fan. I see you on every video that we got. You know what I'm saying? Keep up the support.
Is that QT? That's QT? Man, what's up, baby? You know,
Hit that like button while you at it. You understand?
Real talking. Subscribe to Heretic TV, man. QT.
Better watch all our videos.
Right. So anyway, it says what, so don't mention slaves. It's historical, it's historically accurate. How is it offensive? See, again, you're jumping the gun and you don't have a full understanding of what's about to unfold and the reason for the outrage Outside the Cube. All right. So this is what I want everybody to pay attention to. General Yashar, I know you've seen the video, but as far as what you see right now on the screen, do you see anything offensive thus far before I reveal the actual offense?
Yeah. Okay, so looking at this as she called it, diaphragm or whatever she called the dang thing, is very offensive on the strength that when you look at the southern colonies, right, in a little box that's kind of like sideways, diagonal, it says large economy helped all 13 colonies. So that includes everybody but us. Another thing that's offensive to me is this. When you talk about the middle colonies and the southern colonies, well, they both helped the New England colonies. To be actual and factual, if you look at the family farms that's actually in the middle colonies, those were actually the places that they actually had us enslaved.
Right.
When you look at the crops that you see here, we grew those crops. So you see the whole top frame, right, from left to right, southern and middle, help building the New England colonies. That's a problem for me. Big problem. But I'll deal with it later.
Right. So Outside the Cube, you know what? I'm gonna let you come on because like you got a lot to damn say. So I'm gonna drop the link, but give me a second to present my case, and then I'll get some commentary from you, brother. All right. So the link is in the chat. I'll let you come on in a second. All right. So now that everybody is seeing this on the screen, and this is the problem. See, this homework assignment was for the children. And this was something that she done last year, right? So she just used this and carried it on to the next year. But see, here's the problem, and here's what everybody missed. Everybody missed it. You brothers missed it. And it's not your fault. It is very subtle and subliminal what this white woman did, man. All right. And I want to point this out real quick. So I'm gonna share my screen real quick.
I want to allow you to do that.
You want to? Okay, yeah, throughout I appreciate it. Right. So and the reason I'm magnifying it is because a lot of the parents that might have saw this video, it might not have been so obvious to them either, right? So I want everybody to get a chance to see this, right? So now, it says here, can y'all see my screen?
Hold on, let me stop sharing mine.
I can see your
very
screen.
clear. I can see it.
Okay, so now let's look at this. So now we want to zoom in on this southern colony. Now, this woman has the word large plantation, right? I wish I could turn this some kind of way so I could zoom in, but I'm going to zoom in on the next picture. All right, so she has the word large plantation. Now, I want you all to notice something. Why is this slave hanging from the letter G? And it's like a noose on this slave's neck. Notice very strategically, she placed these slaves where they would be swinging or hanging from the letters. This is the letter P here.
Hey. You're
Y'all
right.
see
I
that?
didn't notice that. You're
You
right.
didn't notice
Didn't notice that. I see it now, man.
Look at this.
It's like
Look at this.
man, you right. Like she did do that. Like you
Look.
know what, you so right. Like y'all wouldn't even notice that.
Look, in this letter A, right? Plantations, right? So she had A. You see how this A is written?
The A got the tail. Yeah, I
She
see.
put an elongated A. You notice, why is it a straight down? It's not like this one. You see? Now let's get a closer look at this. So this woman went out of her way to place these slaves, and notice they're not standing straight up. It's as if they're swinging. You see this, King Seth? Am I delusional here? Am I putting too much into this? Or was this something that was purposely done by this woman?
I mean, by what it looked like. I mean, one, if she did it at the G, you could say it's a mistake.
Right.
But the P and the A, come on, bro.
Exactly.
I mean, after one is like, you did that on purpose.
Right. And look how she make the slaves appear to be swinging. Am I going too far? Or does it look like these slaves are drawn at an angle to make them appear to be swinging?
Yeah, man.
You see this?
Man, y'all boys got some eyes, bro. I got some eyes, man. Like I wouldn't even see that.
This is very diabolical and very subtle and subliminally done. You understand? And this is a teacher of fifth graders sending homework home to fifth graders.
Look, man, let's get to the response, man. I'm excited. I want to get to my response.
All right.
Who you want to do first?
All right, hold up.
Hey, can I give a piece to the brothers? But can I speak, or did you want me to wait another moment till you?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you chime in, bro. I'm gonna definitely let you chime in. But I wanna know, outside the cube, do you see these letters? And did she go out of her way? This is an A here, plantations. It's another A. Is this A drawn differently from this A? Why this A don't look like this A if she didn't intentionally make it look like this slave was hanging from this letter?
Are you asking me a question? Or
Yeah. I'm asking you a question directly on this.
Yeah, it's very simple, because if you look at the A that's left to the T, if you look at the A and if you look to the left of it, there's a T. Now, if you look to the A right next to the T, those are totally two different T's. So you would have to then ask yourself, well, why do these two T's look differently? If you look at that T to the right of the A, the left stem isn't way longer. So all you have to say is like whoever made this was just writing. And if you listen to, which I listened to very intently, she said clearly, I want to show you an example of what we had last year. She didn't say that she did this. She said, I want to show you an example of one from last year. These slaves, so-called slaves, they look like stick figures. This doesn't look like something that a teacher would draw. They look like stick figures. So if you want to play the game about how the A looks, well, let's look at the T's. And they look differently as well.
All right, so thank you for your input, brother. So now, what I'm saying to you all is that the brother who is the parent of the student talked to these teachers. This woman made this outside the cube. She made this. All right. So regardless of whether or not you have an opinion on whether or not an adult will make this, she admitted to making it. All right. So I want to make that clear. All right. This was something that was done intentional.
Hey, Jeremiah, hold on, Jeremiah. Yeah. Hold on. And I'm gonna say QT on the cool though, bro. That's not a child's handwriting.
Right.
Nowhere near a child's handwriting. Look at that. She teaches elementary school. That's not a child's handwriting.
I 100% agree with you when you're talking about the actual writing that's above the drawing. I wouldn't have a problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is we're talking about letters. When if anyone on here has a name, like the government name or whatever, how you write your name, if it has two of the same letters, you don't write those letters the exact same. So to point out an A in a word is kind of far fetched to me. I'm not saying that you crazy.
What he's saying is like look at the G, look at the P, and look at the A. It all look like they hanging from something. That's what he's saying. He comparing every letter to what every one of those drawings are. Why are they drawing in those specific areas? Is what he's saying. He's saying that she purposely drew the letters drew those slaves from letters that have those types of curves on them when you write them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? She strategically placed those in some place. Now we're not just saying the A, we saying look at the G and look where the head at of the first one. Look at the P and look where the head at of that one. Look where the A at and look where the head at of this one. This is not a child's handwriting. So we know she did it.
And let me add to what you got to the conversation. That was a good observation, Q. When you looked at the numbers, the letters. But I'm gonna have you look at it, right? Which would be the A in the slaves, right? Right beneath it.
Right.
That A is just like the A right next to the L and next to the N. So that A that's between the two T's is intentional, brother.
Right.
I mean, there's no way around that. I mean, you can have your opinion, and I'm not knocking that, but I'm just saying, just off of observation, the methodology that you chose to go by, the letters, I see 3 A's and 2 look identical, right? So I think that's the problem.
And you know that's cool. You know, I understand what you brothers are saying, but can we look at the entire picture to see what else that we can find? Because we see here the G, it connected with a comical slave. We see the P, we see the A.
Blow up the whole.
Let me just finish real quick. Let me just finish because what I'm asking is we see that the G, the P, and the A connected with these comical slaves. So now I want to go across the rest of the wheel to see what else connected and see if we can find any more connections.
All right, pull it back up. Pull your screen back up, Joshua, with the full picture.
I'm gonna say this, OT. When you look at this whole thing, it's no elementary school student on the face of this earth that wrote that.
Right.
Mute my mic.
I already agree with you on that. That looks like an adult's handwriting.
So why are we even? So can we get to a response? What's the name of this conversation then?
All right. Hold on, family. Hold up. I definitely want to get you brothers' feedback. That was the whole purpose of this show. But here is the full picture, Q. This is the full picture. So what I'm saying is that this was something that was thought out and done on a subliminal level, because the average person looking at this picture here in front of us would not take the time out to zoom in the way we did on what these slaves and stick figure drawings represents in this woman's mind. You see, that's a problem. We sent this thing to the brother Field from the Advise show. He looked at it for himself. He investigated it himself and decided to do the show on it. Reason being is because it's very something that's very methodical in regards to the thought process that went into what this woman was doing. Notice is very minimal drawings on the southern colonies. We know that a multitude of the cotton gin, a multitude of things came out of the South that impacted the entire country. But the only thing she put was slaves, and that's it. A cloud and a sun. You understand? So there's a multitude of things when you go into history concerning the South's contribution to American culture. Am I right or wrong about that?
I think we're looking at something different, to be honest with you, because you said slaves and a cloud in the sun, but I see various things in that triangle. I see cash crops, I see tobacco, I see rice, I see sugar, I see cotton, and it also says on a sticky note, which appears to be a sticky note, it says large economy helped all 13 colonies. So what they're saying is these southern colonies, which we already know to be historically accurate, that the southern colonies were basically the machine for the rest of the colonies. So I'm kind of unclear what you're saying, because it seems like you just want to point out the slaves.
You see, it's broken in three parts, right?
No. I'm talking about the 1/3, just the 1/3 that says the southern colonies. It seems that you're only seeing the slaves, the sun, and the cloud. But what I'm seeing is a plethora of things. I see cash crops, I see tobacco, I see rice, I see sugar, I see cotton. And I also see what seems to be a sticky note, which says large economy, which we all know, which is historically accurate, which helped all. And if you look at the word all, it's underlined. It says
I understand it. I'm talking about the drawings within themselves.
No, I understand that, but
so let me chime in on what you're talking about, Q. Right?
Go ahead, bro.
So this is what I understand what you're saying, what you see. I seen that as well. I made that statement when I gave my input on it. But this is the thing. If we're talking about the southern colonies, what I do understand is this. When we talk about the southern colonies, we have to also mention the inventors, right? So that whole 1/3 could have been full of inventors, right? Right along with the cash crops. But everything that's linked in the southern colonies, right? When it comes down to the cash crops, the economic building, right? And then also the cash cow, which would be the slaves. All that is linked. It's a chain, right? So what she's saying is the southern colonies only produced slavery, and this is how they were able to build the United States. Well, I'm gonna say this. That's bullshit, because it's a million things that we can talk about when it comes down to inventions. I'll dumb down the number. 1,000 things we can talk about, right? 1,000 things she could have mentioned that came out of the South that we live and we use today. She didn't mention none of that, bro.
Hey, can I ask you a question, Brother Hasshaw? Can I ask you a question? I think it's very pertinent to this conversation, based on what you just said. You said that you feel like she should have put inventions in that 1/3.
No, I didn't say I felt that she should have. I'm saying she could have.
Oh, she could have.
What I'm saying
okay,
is,
got you.
what
Okay,
I'm just
okay,
saying
I got
that
you.
it's a lot of things she could have grabbed from
Right,
that came from
and,
the
and I
South,
agree.
other than what's there.
And I 100% agree. That's like, I'm from Miami, Florida. That's like a nigga coming down here and only saying we only about this. I see exactly what you're saying. I'm not against you on that. So what I have to ask is, in light of that, is where are the other inventions on the other 2/3 when it says New England colonies, and the other 1/3 that says middle colonies? Are you as upset? Because we understand and know that there were slaves in the New England colonies as well as the middle colonies. There were slaves there, and there were also slaves that also had inventions. So are you as upset that there's no inventions in the southern colonies
No, not at
as
all.
well as the New England and middle colonies? Because there's no inventions by black people there either.
Yeah, well,
Not at all.
this is not a conversation about invention, right?
No,
Man,
brother.
I want to
I
get to my
understand that.
response, man.
Hold on, let me just finish. I understand that, but I'm just responding to what the brother said, because he said he would have liked to see some inventions from the southern colonies. But what I'm telling him is black people were also in those New England colonies, and they were also in those middle colonies. So why is he questioning where is the inventions in the southern colonies if there's no inventions in the New England and the middle
Well,
colonies either?
He not
is
disagreeing
other
with you.
things. These
He
other
not
things
disagreeing
that
with
could
you,
have
bro.
been magnified if you wanted to draw something. You understand? As
That's all I'm
the
saying.
person, Sons of Jacob, OKC said, I said those things that are drawn out. You see, she magnified this slavery, as you just said. It was slavery in all of the colonies. So, what is this purpose and point of drawing these slaves, but not putting them nowhere else, and then putting the word large plantation and having slaves, not just drawing slaves, but actually have them swinging from the letters? This is the
Strategically
problem.
placed.
Can I give you an answer?
Under it.
Because you asked the question, can I give you an answer without it's no static. I just want to give you an answer to the question you
that's
asked.
cool, bro. But after this, I'm gonna give my response and what I would do.
Oh,
My 7-year-old daughter.
Go ahead, brother. Like, go ahead. You good? Go ahead, man.
No, go ahead, bro. I want you to express yourself. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the main thing is this: anything that you see in the southern colonies could be placed directly in the middle colonies, could also be placed in the New England colonies. And the reason why it's magnified, as the brother was asking, is because the southern colonies was the last death grip that had to be unfolded, that had to be let go. That was the entire reason for the Civil War, is because the southern colonies did not want to let go. They had their economy. That's why it clearly says a large economy there, and it doesn't say everywhere else. They had this large economy to where they had black people as slaves, and they were moving units. They were moving. They had money, so they did not want to let that go. So when you say, well, hold on, why is this and why is that? This is why it's there. Because if you look at the New England colonies and the middle colonies, a lot of them let that stuff go. Not as early as others. And even if you look at other countries like Great Britain, and if you look at America, America has the stain of slavery because America was one of the last countries of the first world countries to stop slavery. That's how, if you look at a person like Sin Q that came over to America, that's how Sin Q. I don't know if anybody ever heard of Sin Q or ever watched the movie Amistad. That's how Sin Q was able to get free and be able to go back to Sierra Leone. For the simple fact that once upon a time, America did outlaw slavery. I think it was 1835. But everybody else had outlawed it already. America was one of the last places. So that's why America, the same way that the South in America is stained with this with slavery, because they were the last death grip that didn't want to let it go. But that's all I gotta say. Go ahead.
So what really has me stumped with what you're saying to me right now, bro? You think that this went into the thought process of this white woman who's a 5th grade teacher who decided not to just simply make slaves? It would not have been a problem if it would have just been slaves that she drew on there. Nobody is bringing this to our people and saying, look at this this act of racism because a white woman drew slaves dealing with southern colonies. That's not the complaint, brother. That's not the issue. The issue is she decided to put slaves and use the word large plantation and draw slaves hanging from the letters. Even if she would have drew a tree and had slaves hanging from the trees, that's accurate. Why is she making it appear that they're hanging from these letters? That's something subliminal, brother, that she done intentionally. This is what we're talking about. It have nothing to do with the fact that it's a historical fact that slavery took place in America. No one's disputing that. No one's disputing that the southern colonies was the last one to relinquish slaves. No one's disputing that. You understand? But she has a Christian cross in the New England colonies, but according to historical merit, the Bible Belt is in the South. So why she's not? It's a multitude of different things that she could have dealt with the South, but she chose to deal with slaves, which is historically accurate, but then add her little 2 cents and make them swing from letters, bro. That's methodical. That's thought out.
Let me get my
intentionally
response.
Done.
Let me get my response, man, and what I would do in this situation, man. This king self, and I'm very vindictive, and I think facts. So my thing is, we know what these people do. We already know this because everybody that's listening to this, everybody that's on this panel with history buffs. So it's no question of what these people did to us and how they did it to us. We know how they did it. So the thing that we need to be thinking now is how to strategize and do the opposite of what they did to us. You see what I'm saying? So me in this situation, I have a 7-year-old daughter. If I'd have saw that and like when the pandemic first happened,
right?
No, it was the computer thing and whoop, and I was on the computer with it every day. So most likely I probably would have seen this. Me, you know what? I would have never got mad. You know what I would have did? In the southern colonies, I'd have put kidnapping, rape, murder, theft, uh, selling of children, I'd have, just like she did. I'd have did the assignment in the middle colonies. I'd have put killing off the buffalo to starve the Indians just in purpose to steal their land. You see, I did in the New England colonies. I'd have put, hey, they murdered all these people and took their land and stabbed them in the back. That's why we celebrate Thanksgiving. You see what I'm saying? I'd put all that. I'd have did the whole assignment and made her never give that assignment again to nobody like us. Every time they give one of our children these projects, tell the truth. Don't get mad because they can't say nothing to you. How they gonna get mad? You have the facts, you have the books, you have the sources to back it up. So if she call you to the school and say, "Look what your child did," you can be like, "Well, it's true. Such and such, doctor this, woo, woo, woo. My daughter studies. I helped her with her homework." What do you mean? Well, then you go to the principal. Principal, what are you gonna? You gonna suspend my kid for being right? See, that's how you beat them. The same thing.
Right.
Like I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example. My girl in the pandemic, right? She works at a nursing home. She said, "Babe, I don't want to work there. Man, they, you know what I'm saying? They doing this and such and such and such and such. But I don't want to quit." You know what I told her to do? I say, put on this gas mask, walk in there with this hazmat suit with these rubber boots and these yellow kitchen gloves taped to your arms. She said, "Why I'm gonna do that?" I said, "Because they told you to wear a mask. They told you it's a coronavirus, right? How they gonna fire you? What they gonna tell the people? Oh, she came suited and booted. Uh, People, that's not a. She came prepared. That's what she was supposed to do. What are they gonna say? Tell the truth. That's what I'm saying. Stop. Let's stop getting mad and let's start out thinking them. Let's start outsmarting them. to make them, okay, you want to play with us like this? Then you know what we're going to do? We're going to go and tell the truth on you. But we ain't going to get mad. We're going to make it to where you can't do nothing to us because it's the truth. I have the sources. Books to back it.
Right.
Yeah,
Let
that's understandable, brother. That's understandable, and nobody
Let me,
would disagree with that. I
hey,
don't think anybody would disagree with that.
Q, let me
Yeah, what's
respond to King Seth one time. You can have it right back, bro. Okay, so
Yeah, let me
I
go
did
after you, man.
I pulled up a quick review real quick, right? Just to see what the New England colonists embraced, right? And lo and behold, I'm gonna just read this.
Salem, with the Salem witchcraft, where they drowning women, telling them that they witches. I'd put all that on.
No, that was in North Carolina, brother.
Check this out.
I'd put all that on there anyway. I've said it in New England.
This
I'm
is what it
lying.
says. And this is from let me give you the author. This is by Wendy Warren, right? This is New England Bound, Slavery and Colonization in Early America. All right. This is what it reads. It says, this is fresh air. I'm Terry Gross or Gross. The ugliest chapter of American history, slavery, started earlier than you might think, in the early days of the New England colonies. Not only did some colonists import African slaves, they enslaved and imported Native Americans.
Put all that on the paper.
Right.
Put all that on the paper.
So like what King Seth said, right? And I like what you said, bro. You know what I'm saying? But see, we got to get it when you first come across some information like that, it's a shock factor. So you got to deal with the anger, you got to deal with the, you know what I mean? And then hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can get past that and then we can hit them with the truth, like you said, right? So now we flip it. So now when we talk about the Southern colonies, right, we talk about the inventors. When we talk about the New England colonies, we talk about these wicked ass slave owners, right? And then we can just dig off into the middle colonies, you know what I mean, and find out what's going on with them. Because see, what they like to do is they like to paint this picture
by killing off the buffalo.
They like to paint this whitewash picture that everything was peaches and cream, right, in the New England colonies and the middle colonies, and everything was all bad in the Southern. Let's flip that shit. I like that thought process, King Seth. Go ahead, you got it.
Out thinking them, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do, man. Let's stop getting mad. Let's stop, you know what I'm saying? Doing all that.
Let me respond, right? So here's the problem. The problem is this. They are presenting to you and I and our children this utopia of equality, right? This false idea of us being free from racism, free from slavery, right? Free from this oppressive view on our people. So if this is what they're presenting, no different than a abusive police officer, you want something to be done to the police officer so he doesn't continue on, not only continue, but start to inch by inch increase his abuse on the so-called Black community, right? If we just say, okay, well, we just gonna do the assignment and and just tell the truth. Okay, that's fine. What this woman is going to do then is now pass this on to the next generation of fifth graders, and possibly push the envelope in other areas of education and homework assignments. Push the envelope because she got away with this. So if she get away with this, she's going to try to increase and push the envelope as much as she can. So what
hold on. Let me ask you this, Jeremiah. But hold on, ain't this what you do? Don't you be out there street teaching? Don't you make videos about teaching?
Hold on,
No,
hold on,
aren't
hold on.
you
Let him
smarter?
go. You still in my thunder. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Let me let me
Are
make
you
let
are
me
you
let me
are,
make this let me
aren't you
make
teaching?
this let me make this extremely
What do
clear
you
to
mean?
you.
We listening to you now.
Let me make this.
Hold on, yeah, Mike. What I'm saying is we're listening to you now. The parents and everything are listening to you now. Like I said, we're history buffs. We're starting to do this now. You see what I'm saying? So the children that we're raising, the children that you're raising already know what's up. So when they do the assignment, I mean, you saying they gonna teach the next generation, but you out there teaching. We out here
Listen,
making
let me
videos.
respond. Let me respond,
For the
bro.
next generation.
Let me respond, bro.
Hey, can I,
Let
can
me
I get it after you, brother? Can I get it
yeah,
after
yeah.
you?
Let me respond to that. Let me make this extremely clear. Number one, I deal with grown men, right? I teach adults. I'm not teaching other people's children and and subliminally sliding in my own personal racism, right? And my own personal bias upon other races of people's children.
Oh, so you
I'm not,
teaching nothing but
bro.
hold on. So you teaching
Let me
nothing but
finish, bro.
men.
Let me finish,
Hey,
please.
hey,
Hold
hey,
on,
hey,
yo, Mike.
brother. Hey, King
Yo, Mike.
Seth,
So
King
you
Seth,
teaching
King
nothing but
Seth,
men with
King
no
Seth, King
children. What
Seth,
you
King
saying?
Seth. You gotta let him finish, bro. Like, let's
You
try
right,
to
bro.
do it
You
in
right. My
order.
bad.
Yeah, it's cool.
Right,
It's cool, bro. Like, let him get it all out. I'm gonna be real quick, and then you can come right after me, brother.
right. So what I'm saying again, I'm not teaching anyone's children. So if I'm sending my children to school, I would hope that there's an environment that is safe enough for the teacher that's teaching them having access to the minds of my children, that they're not subliminally sliding in racist, biased content for my children to consume. Okay? This I don't think this is something too much to ask from a educator of children. Listen, even if you are racist, even if you are biased, leave that outside of where you're teaching other people's children. Okay? There's no way that you and I or any parent out there should be okay with a fifth grade teacher sliding in subliminal racist content in the homework assignment of our children. That is unacceptable. Something should be done. Some sort of reprimand should be happening to this woman so she don't continue on pushing the envelope of racism. This is something that's very important that we have to take in consideration, man. It ain't about the ability to be able to go into the history and present historical information to refute what this woman is saying. That's not a problem. The problem is this woman should be held accountable for her racism. I yield.
Okay, great. And yeah, King Seth, you got it right after me. I'm not even gonna take long. So a few notes from what the brother said. Uh, I want to respond, but I do have to ask a few questions based on what he said. So the brother said is, they are pushing this utopia. I assume he's talking about white people or the dominant society. He said they are pushing this utopia that is free from slavery or free from racism. So I have to ask you, based on what you said, would you want a society that, or a utopian society that is free from slavery and free from racism?
What
To the brother that was just speaking, to the brother that was just speaking.
would I
Those were
want
your
that?
yeah. Those were your words. You said they are pushing a utopia that's free from slavery and free from racism. So I'm asking you, is that something that you want?
Yes. In my own community.
Okay, great. So this is something that you want in your own community. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you also went on to say that, and I'm glad you said that because you said you hope for a safe environment. You don't want racism, mixed in within the literature and things like that. You agree with that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now my question is, when we look at what you believe, and I'm sorry, but I have to go here. When we look at what you believe, would you say right now that you would prefer that America falls down to the dust so that the new order in Jesus and whoever you call them, and I'm not getting into the names and all of that, would you prefer America falls so that the new world order or whatever you believe in that's supposed to, the prophecies of the Bible that's supposed to happen, that they come to pass? Would you prefer that to happen?
Let me make this clear.
If you don't understand, it, I can repeat it. If you don't understand, I can repeat
I
it.
understand you, brother.
Okay.
My own personal ideology and my own personal belief don't have nothing to do with what we're talking about here. Okay?
Okay.
Nothing. It don't have nothing to do with it. What we're talking about is that when this woman is hired to teach black children, she's not hired to infuse her ideology or her racist views upon other races of people. That's not why she's there. You understand?
Okay. Well, see, the problem happens when you try to separate what you believe to what's going on right now. Because even while we're having this conversation, you still believe what you believe. So to attempt and try to subtract what you believe from what's actually going on, that's non-cipher and it's not fair and it's a bit hypocritical. And one person, hold on, one person.
Allow me to cut in right quick.
Hold on, man.
I can't let you
Hold
go.
on, I'm not even done. I'm not even done.
Let him finish. Let him finish, man. Let him finish.
Yeah. One person.
I'm at the QT, man.
Yeah. One person who understands what you believe will call you a liar if you're saying what you're saying now, because you're saying that. Yeah, what you're saying is that you want your community to have to be a safe environment, to be free from racist literature and all these different things. But you would then still go on the streets and preach, or even on the internet, you would still preach that America is falling down and everything is bad for black people and all these different things. And you want these things to happen so your future can then come to pass, which the prophecies state. Am I correct or incorrect on that?
Again, man, listen, that don't have nothing to do with what we talking about, man. If you hire somebody, listen, brother, if you hire somebody to cook damn hot dogs, you're hiring them to cook hot dogs, not for them to come in there with some ideology and trying to teach somebody about what they believe in. That's not why you hired them. You hired them to cook hot dogs, brother, and that's all that they need to be doing.
Yeah, but what let me say this last. I'm gonna ask this last question and I'll pass it because he's obviously running. So let me ask this last thing. Do you believe that America has to be Babylon? I'm not even gonna say America. I'm gonna say Babylon has to be destroyed and all this other kind of stuff in order for the prophecy to be fulfilled that you can go into your kingdom and rule.
Bro, I'm not gonna allow you. Listen, I'm not gonna allow you to do that to this program. That's not what this program is about.
Brother, I apologize if you feel like I'm doing something, but I'm not doing anything. I'm actually dealing with the topic.
No, you're not. You okay? Because you're asking me about my ideology, which don't have nothing to do with this conversation. Nothing.
But it actually, brother, respectfully,
QT, I'm not gonna allow you to do that, bro. All right. So
all right, we go to the next person. That's fine.
All right. Go ahead, King Sir.
Yeah, Mike. I'm gonna say it like this. You said it yourself. You say I deal with grown men. So with that resonated, I don't know if it resonated with nobody else, but it resonated with me when you said that you was dealing with grown men, that you were dealing with the heads of households. So when you're dealing with the heads of households, that means you're teaching your children. So when you're teaching a grown man, dealing with these grown men, you're teaching the children through the grown man. So therefore, if you're teaching him correctly, then he's teaching his family correctly. So they're not going to be suckered into what she's presenting with all these rings on her thumbs and her fingers. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, bro, you have to flip it, outthink them. Because who you going to tell? You said she got to be real. Who you going to tell the white man on the white woman? Man, you liable to go to jail. Stop. Who gonna make this woman stop? Who gonna make this? Hold on, bro. No, real talk. Let me finish, bro. Who you gonna tell on this white woman, man? that's gonna make this white woman stop?
So let me get this straight. This woman is a 5th grade school teacher, and she should be allowed, because she's a white woman, she should be allowed to insert racist undertones in homework assignments.
No, hold on,
Oh
QT,
my God,
stop.
bro.
Hold on, he asking me.
This is ridiculous, man.
QT,
I
man,
can't
he asking.
believe this
Hey,
Negro
my
just
bad,
said
my bad, my
me.
bad. I didn't know he was asking you. My bad. Go ahead,
I'm
my bad.
talking to myself, but still, that is ridiculous, man. So she's
Look,
supposed
man,
to be allowed to have racist undertones in homework assignments to other
listen
races
to
of
me,
children.
man. Listen to me, Jeremiah. What I'm saying is, no, she should not be. But see, the thing about it is, like I said, bro, everybody that's listening and that's on this program are history buffs. We read history. So that means we should take pointers and learn from what these people have done in the past and do something different, which is outthink them. We can't fucking tell on them. The system is not going to work for us like that. Especially in this type of pandemic, it's a teacher shortage. You think they will fire? Stop. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying is outthink them. That's what you have to do now.
Listen, I'm not against outthinking them. What I'm saying to you is this is about accountability. That's what this is about.
What you gonna make her do? What you gonna make her do? Say,
Listen,
you gonna make her admit it?
Listen. If we go with the idea of we're just simple slaves, and we just have to take whatever treatment is happening to us. No.
Exactly. Yes.
Ain't nobody saying take it, man. What I'm saying is, bro, we should learn from the past. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Bro, I already agree with you on that. That's not the point.
But what are you talking
is,
about then, man? You
this
said
is what I'm talking about.
What she gonna do? What you gonna make her do?
This is what I'm talking about. This woman.
What you want to happen?
This is what I want to happen. Accountability.
What you want her to do? What you want her to do?
This woman should be held accountable for what she did.
Okay, who you gonna tell her?
And not be allowed
who you gonna tell?
to perpetualize this behavior unto 5th grade students. That's what I'm saying.
Who we gonna tell?
That intentional act of slaves swinging from those letters should not have happened. Anybody with any let me finish, bro. Anybody
hold on, man. I'm trying to ask you.
I'm finna let you ask me, brother. Let me finish this statement, and you can ask me whatever you want.
All right.
This woman should not be allowed to perpetualize this act of racism to the next generation of 5th grade students. It needs to be held accountable, and it needs to stop. And this don't never need to happen again, because we're paying attention, right? We're paying attention, and we are supposed to be holding them to a higher standard, seeing that they have access to the minds of our children.
All right, watch this. All right, watch this.
Hey, Seth. Let me go after you, brother, please.
Stop. No,
I'm saying let me go after you. That's all I'm saying. Let me go after you.
Okay, my bad. Look, I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm for you, QT.
Jeremiah. Now let me ask you this, bro. At the end of the video, when the dude said that he told the principal, what did the principal say? What the principal said, Jeremiah?
The brother said that the principal tried to sweep it under the rug as if it wasn't a big deal. But him being the parent felt that it was a big deal.
Now hold on. What else did he say? That's not all he said.
Well, what else did he say?
What else did he say?
You know what he said. What are you saying so I can address it?
He said that the woman said that she got black people in her family and that she would never do that.
So right? What?
Boom.
Exactly, man. Stop playing. Who you gonna tell? Who else you gonna tell?
Bro, this is crazy, man.
Who we gonna make? What we gonna make her do? The only thing we can do is outthink them. Do the fucking assignment and make her never want to give it to you again. Because every time your little girl or every time your child come in there, nigga, she gonna be hurt with dead feelings. Like, man, I ain't gonna get it. She gonna think about that shit.
Let me make this clear. First of all, she ain't gonna give a damn about what you're talking about at all. Okay? At all. So the thing is, if there's a town hall meeting and we're discussing this particular incident in front of the people, everyone there would agree that this is something that should not have taken place. I don't give a damn about what black people you have in your family. That is the number one go-to move for a white person. Well, I got black friends. That don't mean a damn thing. They don't substitute the racism that you have and that you're displaying and exposing to the minds of fifth graders. Okay? Let's make that clear. We need to cut it out. The point is that we should be holding this teacher to a standard to remove racist content from the minds of the children, man. As a parent, as an activist, as somebody who is active in the community, if we are having a meeting about teacher behavior, everyone would agree that this is something that should not have happened. That
And
is a fact.
everyone would agree that no child saw that as racist. Only adults read between the lines. But go ahead to the other brother so I can go behind him.
All right, Yashar, was you trying to say something? Was that Craig? Was you trying to come in?
Yeah, that was me. All right,
Yeah, come on, bro.
I want to tell you this, QT, because this has happened.
Hey, you can call me Cube, brother. It's fine. You can call me Cube.
All right, Cube. Okay, like now, the problem is for what you're aimed at. You're underestimating how some children are able to actually wonder.
Hey, brother. It sounds like you're breaking up. Is he breaking up to everyone else also?
You guys hear me?
It's like every third word. I can hear the first two, but it's the third word you're breaking up.
Yeah, you breaking up.
Is he breaking up to y'all too?
Yeah, he breaking up a little bit. Say it again, Craig.
All right. What I want to tell you is this, QT. You can't necessarily say no child will catch that, right? For example, growing up, I'm in Dallas, Texas, and every time when Black History Month came, the whole school dreaded it, especially African American population. We dreaded it. We hated it. All right. We hated it because we were always told we were slaves. And we didn't really have necessarily a history till Abraham Lincoln, possibly Martin Luther King, and Harriet Tubman. They didn't teach us anything other than that we were the slaves, we were savages. We didn't have anything. All right. So that's caused a lot of infighting in school. It caused a lot of problems with Black children in general. They didn't even want to be in school. All right. And even when they were with their parents, right? Their parents would try to bring it up and everything. They would say, well, this is historical, this is education. But I want to ask you this question right here, right? To a child that sees this, right? And then they go and ask their teacher, how do you think that would affect that child?
To a child that sees that, how would it affect them? I don't think it would affect them at all, because as I said before, it was parents that saw it. I don't think there was any child that read between those lines, unless you could produce a child that saw it. Then I would be fine. But no, I don't think it would affect them at all.
A while ago, right? My aunt's a teacher. She's in public school, right? So there was a teacher. He wanted to reenact certain historical events. So what he did, right? He gave the little Black children spears, and then he gave the white kids nets, right? Now, he caught a lot of controversy behind that, right? One Black child asked, why is it that we have to reenact this? Why do I have to do this? How come I can't be the one who throw the net at the other children? And he told them it's not historically accurate, and you have to play your role. Now, what would that do to a young Black child hearing that when the teacher said you have to play a role? What would that do to his mind?
Well, to be honest with you, brother, I'm not sure. But if you want to continue to speak, because I do want to respond at length. But if you have another question, I say go ahead. But I did want to respond at length. But if you allow me to, I did want to say something else after what I just said. But if you have another question, feel free to ask.
I mean, I just want to tell you what this will do to the child's mind, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I know, but it's very evident what would happen.
Well,
The
what
child is
is it?
going to
Well, okay,
the child.
tell me. Well, okay, well,
That's
since
what
you
I'm gonna
know,
tell you.
tell
That's
me
what
what would
I'm gonna
happen.
tell you now. That's what I'm
Oh,
gonna tell
okay.
you now, right? What the child would do, right? The child would actually look at their environment and they would look what the teachers are teaching about his people, in particular, right? Now, not everybody is so fortunate to come from a middle class environment. Some people have, like, single parents, no, no mother home, no father home, or just an orphan at all, right? So they would basically see that since they're slaves here in history, they can't do nothing right in life. It's a drug dealer here, crackhead here, gangster here, rapper here, womanizer here, right? This would pretty much totally destroy that child's ability to want to continue in life. What I mean by that is it would destroy that child's dreams and he wanted to be like everyone else.
Right.
Practice the negative.
Before you continue, I know you have a great point that you're leading up to, but before you get to that great point that you're leading up to, where's the evidence that says what you just said that it'll destroy their life? Like, where's that evidence? And then I want you to get right back to where you were.
Well, the evidence, there's a book called The Development of the Black Child's Mind. I
Okay.
believe that's what the book called. I could get the name wrong, but it teaches when black children would have outside influences that would cause them to stray from
Oh.
a moral path.
Oh,
So,
so let me just make this clear. I don't even want to cut you
Talk
off. Go
that
ahead,
talk,
brother.
Craig.
I
so
don't want to
this is
cut you off, but if I can to get more clarity, if you will allow me, I do want to ask a question.
because, like, what you're actually saying, right, brother? You're basically saying that no children can comprehend. And I have a problem with this because I have nieces, and when they were in fifth grade, they're already doing high school work. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I look at what you're saying, right, you're saying no child can comprehend that. You have children in fifth grade already that are pretty much almost aware about their bodies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they kind of understand the birds of the bees, so they pretty much have an understanding of what this is. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel what
So,
you're saying, and you're breaking up a lot. But real quick, what I gather, I never said that no child can understand. What I'm saying is no child in this situation understood. I said it was the parents in this situation. Is what I said. But please continue, brother, because I want to learn.
oh, hold on. Okay, so you say no child in this situation, right? 5070. 5070. 5070. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
this is
I'm
my
just
nigga
working on the
Craig
low.
from Facebook. Is this? Yeah, this Craig from Facebook. Yeah, yeah.
No,
Nah, it just hit
I'm
me.
not your homie. I'm not your homie. Stop. I don't know you. But anyway, like I was saying, right? Person I don't know. Um, as we were getting back to what we were saying, you said no child in this situation caught on to this, right? Now, I stated this earlier, QT. You have some children that will see something
Hey,
that's traumatizing
hey,
like
since we're
this.
not homies, can you call me by what I requested, which was Cube? Since we're not homies.
I'm sorry, I just want to go QT, bro.
No, 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 no,
But
no, no. Don't be sorry because you don't know me and we're not cool. So it's cool.
okay, yeah. But like I was saying, QT, like when we get back to what I was saying, right? We got to look at the fact of the matter is that children who are that age, they would basically see these things, right? Especially children who want to learn. They're still developing. They would see these things, and if they can't ask their parents, which some of them can't, they will go and ask their teacher or somebody else knowledgeable. You feel what I'm saying about the subject? And you do have some, white teachers that will break this down to the child, and they wouldn't want to hear it, and they will feel very low about themselves. Like, ain't it funny that they don't teach about Mansa Musa? They don't really teach about George Washington Carver. They don't really teach about
It's
anyone.
not funny at all. It makes total
I
sense. It's not
mean,
funny at all.
I'm just saying they don't
Man,
teach about anything
hold on, man. Y'all,
that will.
y'all tripping, man. Man, let me say this. I'm gonna
Hold
say,
on,
I'm
hold on,
gonna
hold on.
say,
Hold on. I want to respond, but he continues to go on and on and on.
man, but
I'm
y'all just
waiting.
making the conversation
No, no, hold
boring,
on. I'm
bro.
waiting for him to finish so I can respond because he's saying he's basically belaboring the point. I'm waiting for him to finish. So if you can please ask your question or make your statement so I can respond, please, brother.
Oh
Niggas
my
saying pin
goodness,
numbers out in the background, man. It's getting boring, man. Come on.
man. All right, but anyway, like I was saying, right? They would basically do this to the child, right? Instinctively, I mean, not instinctively, but they would basically do this to the child just to make the child give up on pushing to what he wanted to actually be. They would pretty much label him as something, will label them as something that pretty much basically just brands them and put them in a certain category. So they wouldn't try to want to become a doctor or anything like that. So what I'm saying is also, and I wanted to ask you this, man. Why do you think it's a problem for your mind to basically say this lady needs to be held accountable?
Is that your
Why is that
final
a
question?
problem? Yeah, that's my
Is
final
that your
question.
is that your final question?
Yeah, that's my final question.
Okay, great. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I was really struggling to listen to you because, like I said, for me on my side, I was hearing like every second and third word, so it was difficult. But I was trying to follow you. But let me start off with this. When the brother said like, "Oh, we had these people in uh, middle school or whatever the case may be, who were told to play this particular part." Okay, now we have slave movies that come out like once every other 2 years. 12 Years a Slave, Amistad, excuse me. What's the movies? We all know 'em. Django Unchained. Glory, Free State of Jones. We know these movies. Harry, that just came out last year. We know these movies. These movies are going to come out. These movies should be looked at as a respect for black people. Now, we had a few years ago, I remember a story came out in Texas to where McGraw Hill, that makes a lot of books for school age children, that they said that the children, excuse me, the black people that came over here were migrant workers. They weren't slaves. And you had black people that lost their effing mind, rightfully so, to say, hold on, we didn't come over here as no migrant workers. We didn't choose to come over here. We were slaves that were forced to come over here. That everything was stolen from us and American culture was beaten into us. This is something that we all said collectively. We didn't even trip. So now, because a person tells you, okay, play this part, how about if they were to get a white person to play a slave in the part? Well, you know what's going to happen? People are going to be like, hold on. Why is this white person playing a black person part? There's always going to be something to the crowd that you dissent from. There's always going to be a problem with it. So, no, there is no way that this can ever be rectified. Because if a black person plays that part, you're going to say, oh, why does this black person have to play this part and then look down upon? But if a white person plays the part, hold on, they're trying to steal our heritage. They're trying to take away something from us.
That's
No.
when I made. That's when I made my child do a book report on the 700 AD nigga Moorish conquest of Spain and turn it
And,
into
and,
a
and
picture.
see, and see, that's beautiful because you know what? And I'm gonna tell you right now. My man just said, King Seth just said a few moments ago, maybe about 20 minutes ago, he said he has a 7-year-old. Guess what? I got a 7-year-old too. And you know what? Me and my daughter was watching one day, her first time ever watching Django Unchained. She asked me a few questions about what was going on. I explained it to her, but overall, she didn't. Can I curse on here, or like should we just not curse?
No, let's keep it clean, bro.
Oh, okay, great, great, great. Overall, she didn't give a damn. She was just like whatever. So when I say it was parents, I wasn't gonna say like the F word or nothing like that, but like she didn't give a damn. She was just like, oh, okay, well, this is what happened, and this is what it was. So for the brother to try to tell me, well, what about this? What about, man? Listen, kids today ain't really worried about that. It's parents, and guess what? It should be that way because the parents should be the keepsakes. The parents should be the people that hold on to pass down the lineage. How the hell are you so concerned about what the children are gonna know and this and that if you're not teaching them a dang old thing in your own home? Don't ask me no stupid questions about, oh, well, wow, the teacher taught them this. Well, guess what? They're in that class for maybe an hour. They're with you the rest 20 hours of the day and on the weekend. What are you teaching them? Stop asking stupid questions and expecting intelligent answers. Where are you to teach your children? Where are
Hey,
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 you?
hey,
hey, let
listen.
me say this. Hey, let me
Hold
say
up,
this.
King Steph. Hold up, King Steph. I'm gonna let you in. Uh, 'cause, 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 It's irresponsible.
I wasn't
Right?
done, but it's okay. You got it.
It's serious. I'm finna let you in, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you get it. I'm gonna let you get it out. It's irresponsible for us to excuse away an act of racism and then look to the person who's the parent who's complaining or concerned about the act of racism, and ask them why you ain't teaching them at home. That is ridiculous, man.
Now I'm not saying
Hold
that,
on, brother.
bro.
Anybody that is hired to teach other people's children have a responsibility and should be held accountable to create a racist-free environment. Go ahead,
Who's
King.
arguing? Wait, hold on, brother. Who's arguing against that? Because I think you're arguing with yourself. Who's arguing? So everybody on the panel, please say something if you have a problem with what he just said. We all pay our taxes. We're all working men. We all pay our taxes. Who's arguing against what he just said? Nobody, bro. So you're arguing with yourself. We all agree with that. Nobody, as a black man in America.
But that's the point that I'm saying, and you got a problem with me saying this woman should be held accountable.
But your point, no, brother, please don't say that, because that's untrue. But the problem is your point is misguided. Because listen, I'm just saying, I think what you're talking about is misguided because I don't see the racism there. I just don't. And listen, if we have, yeah, and what you're saying is your opinion too. And I think we should have our opinion. I think we should converse about this because, like I said in the chat room, I said, because you was like, oh, hold on, let the video continue to play. And what did I say? I said, yo, if this video, if something goes left, guess what's going to change too? My opinion also. So no, I think your claims are baseless. I think they're unfounded. I don't see racism. I see a person who's talking about what happened in the South, and there was slavery. You know what I would have been pissed off about if she didn't mention slavery, and that's why, bro. Go ahead, you got it.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, man, we got two brothers that jumped in. I'm gonna let you go, King Self. We got.
I just wanted to say something.
Who is that?
This Hezekiah. Hey, the brother just said.
I'm gonna let you, Hezekiah, right after King Seth. He been waiting. I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna let Jesus Black go after you, Hezekiah. All right, go ahead, King Seth.
Well, all I'm saying is, man, I'm not saying that not hold her accountable, or I'm not saying that the brother's not teaching them. What I'm saying is, at this point, that's the best thing to do, to counter it, because you saying hold her accountable. We already seen when the man went to when he went to the higher ups. You saying have a town meeting. It won't even get past the principal. If it can't get past the principal, how it's gonna get to the superintendent? If it can't get to the superintendent, how you gonna have a town meeting? This is the PTA. Who gonna call the parents? The superintendents and them gotta call the parents. They gotta be there. The school board gotta be there. I mean, what you gonna do?
Right.
So my thing is, bro, I'm not saying not hold her accountable. I'm saying the brother already went there. So what's his next move since he see he can't beat him that way? Don't hoop and holler. Just every time she give an ignorant assignment like that, hey, hit her with the truth. Like, oh, okay. Hit her with something that you know that she ain't gonna want to see. But it's the
Make
truth.
all of the
She can't do nothing to give my child an A.
Listen, make all of the motherfuckers slaves in the North, the South, everywhere. Make all of them slaves. How about that? That's what the brothers talk about. Hit it with the truth. Make all of them slaves. Show cotton in all of the motherfuckers. That's what the brothers King Seth is trying to say. Like Hooper and hollering, and we all talk back, sit back all the time. And I know I'm out of turn and I apologize. But we sit back and talk about, oh, Martian ain't gonna do nothing. Well, goddamn, what do we have?
Q, keep it clean though, bro. Keep it clean.
Oh, my bad, brother. I apologize. My bad. Go ahead, y'all. I'm gonna shut up.
Hey, I just wanted to disagree with the brother real quick because he said everybody has some beautiful points. But by the way, man, shout out to everybody on the panel, man. Peace and blessings to y'all, brothers. Hey, man, the brother said that he didn't look at it as an act as of being racist. Okay, them having our people as slaves is racist in itself. It don't matter if it was back then, right now, it don't matter. It's a racist, period. And I get what King Seth said. Over everything, man. We gotta change our approach when we come to these, because We can't ask for nothing more. They gonna do this. What we got to do is come together as brothers, like we doing on this panel, and for us to be better prepared next time, is we got to monitor our children if they are in the school system, and make sure that they're not putting these agendas on our children subliminally, because it's all subliminal. The children don't know exactly what's going on, because a lot of you ask some of these 17, 18-year-old, 19 children, they really don't know too much about slavery. Why? Because like King Seth, they not no history buff. They not really doing their studies, man. So what we got to do, we got to prepare ourselves and come together with our people and make sure we monitor our children, because a lot of our brothers and sisters do not monitor their children, man, when it comes to their homework, when it comes to their schoolwork. So we got to do better on that, man. And this is a beautiful discussion, man. You know, we got to come together with solid brothers like y'all, and we got to see what we can do better. And I think King Seth said something beautiful. We got to kill them with knowledge. We got to kill them with straight truth, because we got too much history on them now. I yield the floor.
All right, Jesus Black in the building.
Hold on. That's why I say, and then I'm gonna add to what he said. And the beautiful thing about it is, I'm not even a Bible believer, but y'all my brothers, and I'm willing to get on here and fight with my brothers, no matter what it is. Y'all still black in my eyes, and we gonna argue about history all day, but y'all still my brothers, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm a heretic, all day long.
That's right. Jesus Black, talk to the family.
Yo, heretics in the building. What up, brother Seth? What's up to my Hebrew brothers, atheists, and all that? I came in on the middle part, just got off work. Before I actually comment on what I wanted to, which was what the brother brother Cube was saying, could you give me a quick recap? Because I, been working nights. I don't get to watch the news. What happened with this teacher, and what it is that the brother said that he didn't find racist? What was the argument, or what's the situation?
All right, man. So quick recap. I'm going to share my screen. I want everybody to look at this.
Because like you, I'm in Oklahoma too. You know
right.
that, but
right.
I haven't heard anything.
All right. So can everyone see my screen?
No, I don't.
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah, we can see it. Yeah.
All right. So there was a homework assignment that was given. All right. So this lady was breaking down the different colonies in America. Right. So she dealt with the southern colonies, and she wrote this she wrote this out and sent this home as a homework assignment, right? And there were other things that was drawn on here, and she decided to write stick figure slaves that's supposed to represent slaves, stick figures, and then she drew them in a way that they would appear to be hanging from the word large plantation. As you can see right here, a close up on this large plantation, she has a slave here that is hanging, appear to be hanging from the letter G, also appear to be hanging from this letter P, and hanging from this letter A. One of the major problems that I personally have is that you have the letter A here, and as Yashar pointed out, you have the letter A here. As you can see, they are written the exact same. But when it comes to this letter A, she elongated the A to make it appear that this stick figure slave was hanging from these letters. And that's the problem. We're saying that this is something that's done subliminally and intentionally and sent home to fifth graders.
Okay, got it. Now I understand. Granted, a child may not recognize that. So in their innocence, they don't see anything wrong with it. Children are often, I used to work for the school board for 13 years. So I'm aware that sometimes children are not aware of a lot of things, and this is why they go to school, to learn. And sometimes even as parents, we watch our children do little things, and you might see a child doing something inappropriate and may not realize it. In all their innocence, it's not meant to be as inappropriate as it is. So what my opinion is that oftentimes our children are subjected to a lot of subliminal things. For instance, we take the doll thing where, you know, we've all seen the videos. You ask the black child which doll is prettier, typically the white
Or the
child.
doll test. Yeah, the doll test. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a subliminal thing that's put out there. This is why I can see where Jeremiah is coming from. Yeah, that's subliminal. The child doesn't see that. They don't understand that, but we understand it. As far as whether the principal listens or not, I know from working with the school board, you go over the principal's head if you don't get satisfaction there. You take it to the school board. The school boards, well, due to COVID, a lot of that's shut down now, you know, so it's very difficult to try to set that up. But
yeah,
typically,
it is making it difficult, yeah.
Right. But if it were not for COVID, I know in Oklahoma City, I don't know about where you live at, but I know in Oklahoma City when I was working for them, Wednesdays and Thursdays, I believe, you could go down there and they would have their little meetings and stuff. Or you can just get a lawyer, call down there and demand a meeting. But with the COVID, it makes it a little bit more difficult. So the issue can be addressed. And Seth, I love you, brother, but in a sense, and I feel where you're coming from, but it's incorrect to say that you can't get anything done, because we can't.
Right.
Let me ask you this.
Hold on to what I'm saying. Listen, let me finish.
Who am I to argue with somebody that works for the school board?
No, I don't work for him anymore. I don't work for him anymore. But when I did, I know that it is possible. I know that, and maybe the parents don't know the steps to take. But again, with the COVID situation, it makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, let me say this,
brother. I hate to cut you off, but I want to be brief. Did you see racism in what? Okay.
All right, so Jesus Black, I wanted to ask you, as far as what you just seen, right? Let me play this on the screen again, because it's important that we see this, man. Right? And we're being made aware of it. So according to what you're seeing here, is this something? Because if you look, it almost looked like nooses on top of their head. What is that? What is that? A hat on their head or what? So what I'm saying to you is, this something that was intentionally done? She intentionally placed the slaves right on the letters that have elongated parts to the letters. Was that something intentionally done, or just an accident?
I would say, to be fair, I would like to think that it was unintentional. However, when you have hold on, listen, hear me out, because I don't really know a lot about psychology, but I've read a couple of books and I watched little documentaries and stuff. Sometimes we do things subliminally and not realize that we do them. So that could have been done unbeknownst to her, that she was displaying her racist attitude.
Right.
You understand? I'm not saying that that's what it was, but what I do see, what I see when I see that at first glance, is not, I would probably look at it and go, oh, and that a double take would say, what the fuck is that? Oh, I mean, what the hell is that?
Hey, but let me ask you, brother, why you're on this?
I would say, huh?
Hold on, why you're on this? Because that, like the brothers pointed out, like you see the P's and the G's.
Right. Why am I on this?
No. What I'm asking is, while we're on this particular point, while, not wow.
Oh, okay, my bad.
No, it's fine. No, it's beautiful. But while we're on this particular point, if you look at this, you see the P that's hanging, you see the A that's hanging, you see the G that's hanging. And what these brothers are saying is like, oh man, that looks kind of racist. But if you look at the A that's next to the T on the left of the T, the left of the A, you see a T. But if you look at that T that's next to the A on the right side, you can clearly see that it's a different T. So you do not see the person who's writing this it looks like they're just writing it. It does not look like they're intentively trying to make this.
And again, I that's why I said what I said. Sometimes, if you can read in almost any book and watch almost any documentary on psychology and subliminal shit stuff. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Subliminal things. You will find that people who have racist and or homophobic or male chauvinistic or whatever kind of derogatory feelings that they're trying to hide, they leak out. The things leak out here and there in our lives and things we do. I find it odd that you would write, let's say she wrote that first, and for some reason, these characters wind up near these letters that are hanging. You understand what I'm saying? That's kind of odd. If you realize that if you drew that, wrote the letters first, as an artist, and I don't draw much anymore, but I know what I would do. I would make sure that I make sure that my letters are not touching my.
Hey, yeah, and look, at the end of the day,
you understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Hold on, let me, because I listen to you guys, man.
Hey, man,
I listen to you guys.
Hold up, man. Hold up. I'm finna let everybody chime in. We just gotta keep order, man. I don't want us to talk over each other. My thing is this: is that these letters and the way these people are positioned, these two slaves are closer to each other than these two slaves. You understand? So at the end, let me finish. At the end of the day, if this woman was held accountable and she would then move forward in her career to never make this type of mistake again, the outrage that we are showing was beneficial for the next generation of fifth graders or the next after that to don't have to experience something like this. Sometimes when you step on somebody's shoe and you acknowledge that you step on it, you're going to make sure that you don't step on the next person's shoe. You're going to start paying more attention to what you're doing.
This sort of, hold on, let me finish though, because I'm real quick, maybe 10 seconds or 15 seconds. This looks like some maybe I don't know what it really is, whether it was intentional or not, but we do know what it does look like. Now, should she be held accountable? Should she apologize for it? Yes, she should. If she shrugs it off as, oh, it's nothing, it would then, if she didn't mean it and find out that it's offensive, guess what? She don't give a shit that, oh man, I'm sorry, I'm gonna shut up because I can't stop. I'm angry with this. I'm angry. I see the racism.
This made you upset.
So I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet because I can't stop cussing. So I'm gonna shut up. You guys go ahead.
Let me say this, man. Let me say this, bro.
Go ahead.
That's amazing.
What I'm gonna do is, if she want to send subliminal messages, I'm gonna send subliminal messages. You want to have an information fight? Bro. I do this all day. I would love to have an information fight with you. She want to make little diagrams. I'm gonna make a diagram with my daughter.
That's
you
right.
Understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna make you dream about my daughter. I'm gonna drive you crazy about these. Every assignment is gonna be on somebody black that's conquering somebody white. Every assignment, I'm gonna hit you with it. Do you understand?
Hey, but look, King said.
But now hold on, y'all want to go run and tell. Hold on, stop. Let me finish, bro. Y'all want to go run and tell when they already trying to sweep it up under the rug. They already trying to do it. Okay, you want to box? We can box. We debate. This is what we do. You understand? I would love to have a debate with my daughter, fifth grade teacher. I'm gonna kill her with this information.
Yeah, man. But look. At the end of the day, this thing has to be something that goes on to her record. You understand? That way, in the future, if another racist incident happens, at least she has a track record of racist acts. If we never say anything and we try to combat them, let me finish.
Hold on. Donald Trump got a track record and on tape and on everything of doing racist stuff.
And that shit ain't hitting on nothing. And it ain't hitting on nothing.
Stop, man.
All right.
He act like this.
Again, Donald Trump is not a 5th grade teacher. Okay. So
but
now,
he is a racist, and it ain't hitting on
You know, he
nothing.
the president of the United States. That's worse.
he's not a
That's
5th
worse,
grade teacher. So let's
bro.
not
He
insert
is
things
the
into this
president
conversation.
of the
Let
United
me
States. That's
finish.
worse.
Let me finish, bro. Let's not insert things into this conversation. Don't have nothing to do with it, bro. At the end of the day, teachers and students and principals have track records. If incidents took place under their watch, people can go back and check this. Oh, well, this teacher had an incident 2020, or she had an incident 2010, she had an incident 2007. You understand? My point is number one, we document her record concerning this thing. And so let the record show. So if something happens in the future, it can be linked to a series of allegations and offenses that she has caused on her record. Every teacher has a record, bro.
I agree. Do that and then do what I tell you. Do that and then hit her with the knowledge.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. But what I'm saying is we cannot say, oh, well, it don't matter, or we shouldn't take actions. We shouldn't, once we go to the principal, stop there. No, we need to keep going. You understand? And
Can I ask you a
until this
question?
thing is acknowledged.
Can I ask you a question, brother? And I already know what you're gonna say, more than likely, because it is what it is. So but I do have to ask this question. When it comes to due process, because what you're saying is, let's let due process go through. That what you're saying, right, brother?
Yes.
Okay, so and I don't know, brother. I already know where you're about to go. I know you're about to run, but it's cool. And if you shut me down on that and you want to run, I'm fine. So where's God in the mix of this? Because isn't this something that you would pray about? Like if this happened to your child?
My God, bro. Listen, let me make this clear to you, man. I don't have no problem having that kind of conversation with you, man. You understand? Because at the end of the day, there's an answer to your question, right?
Well, why not just answer it so we can move on?
The answer to your question is that we're going through something for our benefit.
So what is it that we're going through that is for our benefit? Go ahead, I'm listening, brother.
See again. I didn't do this show. I didn't do this show for that. And you keep
I know, brother, I know that. Brother, listen, I know you didn't do this show for that, but you have to understand you're connected to a community that believes a particular thing. Me as a black person, I have to understand that you believe in a particular thing. That's it. It's not that I'm no. I have to say it because you keep mixing me up. Understand, bro. You believe in a particular thing. Am I trying to smash on you and slap you down at every turn? No, I'm not doing that. Like my brother King Seth just said, you still are a brother to me. I'm on the panel for the simple fact that you still are a brother, because you know what? And let's make this very clear. The same thing that you don't want in your neighborhoods or what your teachers to teach to your children, I don't want it either. The difference is that I'm an atheist. That's it, bro. Like it's not even crazy like that. So when I ask you, hold on, I'm done when I ask this question. So when I ask you, where is your God and why can't we just pray to him? I think that's very valid. Because
can I jump in, man? I feel like that's
you know what? You sure can. Right after he answers this question, you sure can, brother.
I feel like
brother, you can feel whatever you want to feel. Hold on, brother. How can I hold on in the middle of me talking?
All right, go ahead.
That makes no sense. How can I hold on in the middle of me talking?
Go ahead, because you're asking a question that is irrelevant at the moment.
I'm asking a question not towards you, but if you would like to answer it or respond, feel free.
Okay. All right. Hold up. Let me make this clear again.
It's not hard.
Again, Q. If you want to have theological discussion concerning biblical understanding and our relationship with our Creator. Listen, brother, if you want to have that kind of conversation, we can have that kind of conversation. We ain't running from that. But what I'm saying,
I don't.
Brother, listen. What I'm saying is, this is not that time. All right, that's not what we're here. We're talking about, brother. I don't listen. Listen, brother. I'm gonna give you another chance, brother, and I'm asking you. Well, I'm letting you know this is not that type of conversation. We're talking about a racist act that happened to a 5th grader. That's what we're talking about.
But why we're not being fair though? I don't get why we're not being fair.
Whether or not where's the Most High God in this don't have nothing to do with us holding teachers of 5th graders accountable for racist activity. Right?
And besides, this is something that I think God feels man should be able to handle without his interference.
Man, like, bro, come on, bro.
Why not?
I'm sorry.
Why not?
Hey, you know what?
Why does
let me apologize.
Hold on. Wait a minute. This is a
No. I gotta apologize. I have to apologize formally. Let me apologize formally. I apologize for thinking that you guys had God on your mind at all times. I apologize for thinking that God could take care of everything. I apologize for thinking that you guys pray to God to handle situations that you can't control. And we understand that as black people, we have no control of a damn thing in this country, but you still, I apologize. Let's go.
You should apologize for thinking that black men and women do not need to run to God when we have an altercation that we think needs to be addressed through man, because we're living in under man's law, and that we have human rights, basic human rights that we must assert to other humans.
Is that in the Bible somewhere, or is that something you just made up?
Although I know you hear that, although I know you like to, you've heard this, pray to God on it, and you hear people say that all the time, and you find that ridiculously funny that someone's always praying, but yet now you're not praying. Why aren't you praying? Because that's what you would like to hear. But this is man taking on responsibility himself. So appreciate that fact, that man is taking on a responsibility without relying on God for something that he believes or knows he can handle himself.
Right.
No, thank you.
Hold up, Q.
If all else failed, man, the dude, this is what he's gonna do, man. It's a whack and lame argument. If we said that we did pray to God on this situation, he'll say so. Why he didn't answer? It's simple, man. You trying to come at an angle that's very lame, man. Just stick to the topic, man. Stick to the topic. Simple.
Besides, faith without works is dead.
At the end of the day, there's a real psychosis, which is a problem in the black community concerning treatment, right? And there was a segment that I did in the communities in a couple apartment complexes here in Oklahoma City. And there was certain treatments that happened to black women in their apartment complexes based upon the treatment that they was receiving from the office. But the tenants didn't know the steps that they needed to take based upon the abuse that they was receiving from the office, based upon certain threats, allegations in regards to certain claims that have nothing to do with the rules and regulations of the apartment complex. And these sisters didn't realize that if someone come to your house and say, hey, pay your rent or remove this barbecue grill from the front of your house, or whatever the situation is, and you got to do it within 5 days, are we going to kick you out? But the law, the national law here in Oklahoma City is it takes up to 30 plus days before a person could be evicted from their apartment complex. So why are you telling me I have 5 days? You understand? This was abuse that was being done to these sisters in these communities, and they did not know that they had actual rights that prevent the apartment complex from treating them that way. No different than this situation. We have rights as parents to send our children to school that is supposed to be an atmosphere without racist treatment, without racist undertones.
I'm not saying don't stop doing it, bro. I'm saying continue to do that. But every time she have an assignment to do, man, hit her with that real history.
Right. No, I understand that. But we should also hold these people accountable on their word. Their word is send us your children, right? If you don't send us your children, we're going to take you to court and you could possibly go to jail because you're not sending your child to school. Okay, well, if you're forcing me to send my child to school, is it only right that I expect my child to go to a school without a racist atmosphere? We got to hold these people accountable to what they're selling to us. And to ask that and to expect that is nothing wrong.
After I get through with them,
Outside of you going to literally say, this woman have the right to do this. It's nothing racist about what she did. It's absolutely racist. Absolutely unnecessary. You understand? Again, if she would have slid those slaves down 3 damn inches, but she didn't. And that was something that was purposely done. And if you don't think it was purposely done, then it's got to be something wrong with you. Because it's clearly purposely done. We have to take that in consideration. Whether we agree with it or not, if I do something to offend somebody, it's my job and obligation to apologize. You understand? Regardless if I agree with it or not. That's no different if 2 men are talking and the brother say, hey, man, I feel like you offended me. Oh, well, brother, I apologize. It's not my intention to offend you.
See, that's the point. Look who you dealing with, man. Look who the people we dealing with,
That justify it?
No, nigga, we should know.
Hey, hold on. Hey, let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick. Hold on, let me say this real quick. Hey, let me say this real quick. No, I'm about to be out. I'm just gonna say a peace. I'm just gonna say peace to y'all, man. You know, subscribe to the channel. I've been subscribed to y'all for a while. So shouts out to y'all. Thanks to the brother for allowing me on. So I definitely appreciate it. You know, whether I come on here and I give my pain, whether it's bigging y'all up or it's going against. I appreciate them for letting me on just to allow other people to see the different side for people that disagree. So I give a huge shout out for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
man, let me know. Look, I ain't got no problem having that conversation, brother. Understand?
What conversation? What conversation you talking about?
About would you ask me about the Most High's role in our lives, in our day-to-day lives? I don't have no problem.
Hey! I'm off Sundays and Mondays, and you can get scraped whenever you like. Just send me an email. I'll scrape you. But the point I'm trying to make is this: I appreciate the.
Yeah, right.
No. I'm gonna put my email in the back. Send me an email. I'm gonna put my email in the back.
Now I'm talking about the scraping part. The scraping part is right.
Yeah, no, I know that's what you're talking about. That's why I'm gonna put my email in the back. Send me an email. No, seriously, I'm gonna put my email in the back. I want you to send me an email. Just say, hey, brother. So I get your email, then you come on my show, come on your show. We can simulcast, whatever. But what I do want to say is, I do want to extend a huge hand of appreciation, man, because you ain't had to bring me on here. Because I'm always in the chat, and I'm more than likely going against what you guys are saying. And the brother brought me on, so I got to give him a big hug for that and appreciate that shit. Excuse me, that stuff. So it's cool. But thank you so much, man. But I'm gonna go ahead, bang out. I gotta go to work tomorrow. But yeah,
Hey,
I'm gonna
Q,
put my
before you leave, Q, you know, it's Craig. I just want to tell you this, man. It's a pleasure having you
Nah,
on.
you don't know me, nigga. Nah, you don't know me, nigga.
It's
Nah.
a
Go ahead.
It's a new. But the reason why
Nah,
I'm calling you QT, bro, is not to disrespect you. It's the same reason why I call Ratchet Craig Ratchet Craig. You know, he talks very ratchet, but to be honest, he's extremely intelligent. And most people do not know that he has his bachelor's in psychiatry. Right?
yeah.
Now, with you, the reason why I call you QT is because it stands for quick twist. Because you will put a quick twist on a subject and you will have everyone spinning around trying to find out where the heck they is. So it's not a jab at you, it's basically a compliment to your skills of actually being able to dominate the conversation.
Hey, listen. If I can say something to you, brother, when you said what you said. If you notice, I ain't feel no type of way because you know how I remember you. You the brother with the voice, like with the "Let's get ready to rumble," like the voice. So I know who you are. So I know it ain't no big deal. Like it's just we just jostling and just going back and forth. So it's no big deal. I didn't feel no type of way. That's why I was just like, oh, you don't know me? Pfft, okay, and I just kept it moving. So it's no big deal, not at all, man. We just chilling, having a good time. So I don't feel no type of way about nothing. But Hey, what's your name, main man? The main man.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, I'm gonna scrape you. I'm gonna put my email in the back of the joint, and just email me back and be like, "Yo, this is me." And like I said, I'm off Sundays and Mondays, and I'll scrape you, and it's cool.
All right, peace, brother. Peace.
All right, peace out.
All right, family. So the thing kind of took a turn. You understand? But it's good because I wanted to have this conversation, and I wanted brothers and sisters to get an opportunity to express themselves and their view on this particular incident. Because my point is this: we do not have to tolerate racism because we are descendants of slaves.
Right.
We don't have to tolerate mistreatment because we are a female. We don't have to tolerate or accept being inferior because another race is the majority. Okay.
All I'm saying, is,
Hey,
man, look
it's
who you
like
dealing with, man. You dealing with animals.
not
You dealing with people that
right.
ain't got no feelings, man. Like, she don't even think she did nothing wrong. Do you
Hey,
understand?
I feel like your boy in what was that Space Jam? He said, "Man, give me my powers back." For us to sit here and say that we can't do nothing is limiting ourselves, because if we went out there and we tried to make a mockery of the Holocaust or something like that, man, or 9/11, they'll be on our ass.
Something would
You know
be
what I'm
done.
saying?
Right. Big fact.
Something would be
Big
done,
fact.
man. So we
Exactly.
can't sit here. We got to take our powers back, man. You know what I'm saying? If they can do something about they people, we definitely could do something about us. But we just got to find a way. Hey, man, like I keep saying, King Seth said something powerful. You know what I'm saying? Brother
Mm-hmm.
BJ said
Mm-hmm.
something powerful. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yashar said something powerful, and your mic said something powerful. We got to put all that together, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta meet and unify on those ideas, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do, man. It's all about coming together, man, and dominating every, like the brother said, man, dominating every angle. If they want to come with history on something, we come with their history and we show their track record, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man.
I really think that if more parents get involved, and if we're more involved with our, I'm sorry, I don't know, I think I turned my volume down. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Oh, okay. I think one of the things is that parents have to be, we have to be more involved and proactive in our children's education. Um, there is there are avenues and resources that we can take in the system. We just have to utilize them. This teacher, this is the first I've heard about it. Sleep half the day and work all fucking half the. I work most of the night. So this is amazing to me that this happened here in Oklahoma. I'm not totally surprised. Like you, I went to school here too. And I drove a school bus for 13 years. So I've seen some things and I've heard some things, and I've been to some board meetings. Yeah, something, has to be, this teacher needs to apologize. Her principal needs to be held accountable as well. Is more than likely, there's a documentary called Waiting for Superman, which basically deals with the education system. And I found in this documentary, and after watching the documentary and talking to some teachers when I was working for the school board, it's true. When a teacher is bad because they have that teachers union, a teacher is a teacher. So if a teacher can almost never be fired unless they really do something to violate someone, such as molesting a child or bringing a gun or something like that. Bad teaching. If that teacher's a bad teacher, they move them to another school. That's all that happens. Something has to be done, and that's in every school system, in every country. I mean, every state. It has to be something very bad for them to be fired. But like you said, we create a paper trail, and eventually that teacher will lose their job. That's all I want. That's my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, man, exactly, man. I'm just not with this narrative that we should accept any type of treatment. You know, like I said about, and I need to get with
Malcolm
you
X,
too.
Malcolm X felt the same way.
Right, and I got to get with you too, Hezekiah, man, because I want to get back on that mission that I was on and interviewing these sisters. And I encourage any of you brothers can do this in any city that you're in. Go to some apartment complexes and interview some of those sisters in there, man. Interview those brothers and sisters and ask them about their treatment by the office.
Man, I got a story for you.
I'm telling you, there are
Yeah.
some serious issues, and
Oh
people
yeah.
are being mistreated, and people don't know what to do about it.
Right.
You understand? And this thing has been
So
going
that's
on.
different. That's some legal civil rights under the Constitution, homeowners law, something like that involve lawyers and whatnot and all that stuff.
But yeah, but first we
Man.
have to get the report. Somebody got to be willing to do the labor to go get the reports from these brothers and sisters, and so that a case can be created
So
in defense of these people, man.
I think
you're right, but I'm saying that's different than what this is.
I think because he's saying like, all right, because if the person don't have the knowledge of actually what to do, they'll just take the abuse.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If you don't have the information of what's the ramifications that could be set, or what the avenues to be taken, then you're just gonna take the abuse. It's like an abusive relationship. If the damn girl don't know she can go to the police, she just go sit there and take it.
Yeah. I want real quick. I know here in Oklahoma that because I've had some issues with my apartment complex, and this is the first time I've actually had an issue where I lived at where the landlord don't want to do shit. I'm stuck do things, and I found in Oklahoma law that most of the law, there are some tenant rights, but most of the law for landlords is in their favor. If he doesn't fix, like let's say you have a mold issue, you tell the landlord, and he says, "Okay, I'll take care of it," and he sends somebody over there with bleach, and the mold grows back, and you keep telling him, "Hey man, this mold is growing back." And, I'll fix it. And but he still wants you to pay your rent. Now, most people, especially during this COVID thing, you don't have the money and resources to pay for an application fee, the deposit, and the first month's rent. You know what I mean? Trying to make it as you can. And Oklahoma law is really messed up, and it works more in the favor of the landlord than the tenant. And I saw one thing on Facebook where this apartment had water damage, and the ceiling had fell in, and there were holes in the wall, and the landlord was not trying to fix it but still wanted rent money. So there's something has to be done about it. But I think that's because most of the lawmakers are renters. They own a lot of property, so it's really to protect them and not the renter.
But look, here's the thing with that, right? This is when things have to start to be documented.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to take somebody to step up to interview these brothers and sisters so that a case could be built And so some of these laws can be confronted, because I don't give a damn if most of them are renting or they own houses that they're renting out. I don't give a damn about that. If the people start to rise up and demand better treatment from the people that they're renting from, that's a call that everybody could get behind.
Right.
It just takes us to become active. You understand? And instead of just complaining about it and taking it. You complaining, but you don't do nothing about it. That's the problem. And that's what this whole video is about tonight. Brothers and sisters and parents are complaining, but they don't take the steps to address it, to even get it documented, bro.
Right.
And then you got brothers that some of the brothers that were speaking earlier who are telling you and I that they have the right. This is their country and they outnumber us, so they have the right to. No one said that specifically, but what I'm saying is I'm giving an example that they have the right to do this because they're in power. No, hell no. No, they're selling you and I an American dream. And that American dream gives us an opportunity to have a voice to say something, but yet we never speak up. We just complain and take it. That needs to change, brothers and sisters. And if you can learn anything from this video tonight, it's time for us to step up and start documenting our treatment and our experiences so we can create a form and an action and a response to the things that we're dealing with as a people, man.
True.
Because a lot of these things ain't even on the table. Ain't nobody, these politicians, all this voting stuff was going on, all this stuff was going on. I didn't see nobody trying to talk about these treatment for the poor. And the scripture tells us, who shall defend the poor? Who shall speak for those who have no voice? You understand? Who's going to stand for the fatherless? Who's going to help the widows? It's our job as men. You understand? It's our job as men to create some sort of plan. We're intelligent enough, but all these brothers I see who are intelligent that are doing things on social media, what is your active plan or emotion or activity that you're doing to actually make an impact in your community? I'm not talking about worldwide. I'm talking about in your neighborhood. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, hey, brother, I got to get up early for work in the morning. Thank you for allowing me to come on. I look forward to hollering at y'all again. But you know, I got me I had to get another job, you know, and it got me on all kind of messed up hours.
I get it, man. Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play catch up since you right here, man. One of these days, I don't know. We definitely gonna
listen, man. We need to go have a cup of coffee or something, man. I'm right here, northern Oklahoma City, man.
All right, I'm south, man. I'm over here on South Walker, but we definitely gonna have to play catch up, brother. All right, y'all have a blessed one, and keep doing what you're doing, man. I catch you guys whenever I can. You know, sometimes I can listen, and very seldom can I actually like call or anything. But I listen when I can. All right, man. Y'all have a blessed one, brother.
All right. Yeah, man. Hezekiah, what's going on, man? We hitting the streets tomorrow. What?
Hey, man. Looking bad for me right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll call you, man, and we'll talk about it, man. General Yashar, man. Any last closing words?
Say that again.
Any last words before we get out of here?
No, I just want to say, man, great show, man.
Khan. Hezekiah, any last words?
Yeah, man. Like I said earlier, man, for anybody to look at this and say that it's not racist.
I know, right?
slavery is racism in itself. Right?
Racism incarnate, okay?
Okay? In totality. You can't, if it's not racist, please let me know what it is. All right.
Right.
You know, it might be on the severity of what you're trying to go into. Okay, well, you got to clarify what you mean. But when you say that something like this isn't racist, you know, it just doesn't make sense, right? You know, but like Yashar said, man, this was a beautiful discussion. It had to be talked about. I feel like more brothers need to tune in on this, because what it would do, it would make brothers and sisters tune in and be more aware of what's going on with their children. So hey, I think it should keep on going, man. So like I had a train going through here, man. With that, I want to say Shalom Barakatah, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I appreciate it, man. I actually got the brother who was the parent in this case. I'm gonna be doing a video with him probably tomorrow, and you brothers and sisters can tune in, and some of you brothers can chime in on this topic. I want this to be something that is actually talked about, and I hope it inspire other brothers and sisters in different cities to get involved and become more aware of their children's homework, right?
Facts.
Be more aware of the teachers that's teaching them, right? Go and meet them, go and talk to them, right? Become more active. You understand? Because you'll never know what type of treatment your children is having. You know what I mean? So with that, man, I want to say peaceful Sabbath to you all. And I pray that the Most High continue to raise the vibration of the minds and the hearts of his people, man. And with that, man, we say, source up or shut up. We out of here.